Welcome back, my followers. I'm your host, JD Knoles, and this is another episode of Knoles Cool Stuff. Now, what we're going to talk about today, is it the end of Huawei? Well, not as a company, but it could be the end of Huawei as a company. There's been lots of large companies that went out of business. And it usually just takes one major problem for that slow decline until you're no longer a company. And what is Huawei's problem? Well, their problem is on their smartphones now, they do not have Google services. All right? That means you cannot play YouTube on the phone. You cannot access your Gmail. You can't do anything that has where you have to sign in to Google. And that's already affected them so far this year with the Huawei Mate 30 Pro. All right? It is only sold in China right now. It used to be sold in Europe. Remember when the Huawei Mate 20 Pro came out? Everybody was talking about it. Every news reporter, every tech person, every YouTuber had something with the Huawei Mate 20 Pro and the 20X and the Mate 20. But this year, with the Huawei Mate 30 Pro and 30 and even the 5G variant, nobody's talking about it. Why? Nobody cares. Because, yes, you may have a phone that is a feat of engineering smartphones. But if we can't access basic stuff, what's the point of having the phone? So this is what we're going to talk about here on Knoles Cool Stuff. 3 factors that Huawei needs to improve in order to go on in the future without Google services. That's here on Knoles Cool Stuff. So you bought yourself the Huawei Mate 30 Pro and you want to use Google on it. Well, you find out it doesn't have Google on it. You try to install it. It doesn't install using a Google installer. You try sideload Play Store. It won't work. Now, you might ask, oh, well, JD, you have Google on yours right now. Well, that's because when I first bought the phone, you had that lzplay.net that came up, which allowed you to do Google services on it. So once I bought the phone, I downloaded it real quickly to my phone, was able to use it. And then after less than, 2 weeks, the site was shut down. So now you can't use that. And even though there's Google services on this, it barely works. All right? I was managed to able to just sign into my Google account. But every time I try to open YouTube or Play Store, it won't show nothing. It literally it is like black when you just show it. So let me show you real quick. Play Store. That's what I get when I get Play Store. A black screen now. Nothing. When I try to use Google YouTube, all I get is loading, 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 but it never loads. So, even though this is a fantastic phone with great Horizon display, fantastic build, waterproof, wireless charging, one of the fastest wireless charging I have seen in 2019 at 27 watt, able to charge within an hour and 30 minutes. So fast. Fast charging. Great battery life. Great cameras. And everybody always go, what is the first thing you look for in a smartphone? Everybody says, oh, the cameras, the cameras, the cameras. But you know what? One thing everybody looks for but don't really ask for? Apps. That's right. We've gotten so used to Google Play Store on an Android device that we forget that apps are the most important thing on a smartphone. Without the apps, you basically have a 1990s phones that could call, text, and take a little camera pictures. Without the apps, it's not a smartphone. All right? Basically, that is. So that is the key factor 1 with Huawei to proceed in the future. They have to improve their app gallery. All right? Now, their app gallery, I haven't signed into the UK app gallery for Huawei. All right. Now, when I'm scrolling through all of this, they don't have any apps on the store. All right? Facebook. No. Instagram. No. Messenger. No. WhatsApp. No. Snapchat? Yeah, they do have Snapchat for some reason. All right. They just don't have any apps on it, I say. Now, they may have like WeChat, but most people don't use WeChat unless you're in China, so that's not going to help. Games. Fortnite. No. Call of Duty. Mobile. No. Asphalt 9. No. If you can think of any major game, they don't have it. All right. PUBG, which is a Chinese-made game, they don't even have on their app store in the UK version. Nothing. All right. Now, can they improve it? Yes. But the question is, why will app developers want to make their app for the Huawei app gallery? Well, let's see. You already have Google Play Store. You already have Apple OS, Apple Store. So why would we want to make it for Huawei app gallery? You can't say, oh, if you make it for our app store, you'll get a new market in China. No. If we make it for your app gallery, we're not going to have markets in China because you won't allow our apps to be sold in China or used in China. Facebook? Nope. Can't use in China. Instagram? Nope. Twitter? Nope. Snapchat? Nope. Kakao Talk? Nope. Right? Even certain games you cannot play in China. Right? Call of Duty? No. A lot of games you can't play if you're here in China unless you have a VPN. Right? This is why I always have to use a VPN just to play most of my games here. So, there's no incentive for companies to even make apps for the Huawei app gallery. They're not going to get a new market in China with 2 billion people because China won't allow it. So that's lost revenue right there. So why are we going to take the time and effort to make an app where we can't even sell in your own country or people can use in your own country? So that is a major problem with Huawei right now. Their app gallery. No app developer wants to make for it because, yes, it's there in Europe. Who's going to choose a app gallery over Google's Play Store, which is established and has all the major apps? Who's going to choose Huawei app gallery if you can't even market towards China? Because China companies don't, or China doesn't want you to use your social media apps here in China. There's no win-win here for Huawei app gallery. I would rather choose Apple's App Store or Google Play Store over Huawei app gallery anytime. Now, can they improve it? Maybe in the future. We'll see. Maybe China will loosen up their strings and allow certain social media apps to be here or games to be here because that's the only way anybody's ever going to choose this app gallery. All right, so that was factor one. Huawei needs to improve their Huawei app gallery. There's like absolutely nothing, no apps worth playing on this game, on this section, okay? It's nothing. All right, that's number one. Let's go to number two. All right, so the number two factor, how Huawei needs to improve their phone, if they're going to keep going without Google services, is their AI assistant. All right, we know Apple has Siri. We know most Android phones have Google. We know Samsung has Bixby. And every Chinese phone, if it's sold internationally, has Google. But now that Huawei doesn't have it, they need to develop their own AI assistant. Now, in China, if you buy a phone here in China, they do have AI assistants that's in Chinese. All right. Huawei does have it. If I push this, there's their AI assistant. Hello, how are you? What's the weather like?
我没听明白。
Do you speak English?
我不太明白你的意思。
So, what is the major problem with their AI right now? I think their AI is called High Life or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. I don't really use it that much. And you see other companies have it too. Vivo, Jovi, Honor, Yo-Yo, Oppo, Bino, I think it's called. They all have AI assistant in China for their Chinese phone version. But the problem is they only speak Chinese. They don't speak any other languages, which is a problem. If you're going to sell it internationally, you're going to, without Google services and without Hey Google, you're going to have your AI speak more than just one language. That's going to take a while. So, and you also need to come up with a better name. I think this is called, let me see, High Life. Smart Assistant is called High Voice. There you go. So this is their services, High Voice, which doesn't do anything. I've tried to change languages, but it doesn't. Press on the button. How are you today?
我没听明白。
No, nothing. So that's number 2. They need to improve their AI assistant. You need to speak more than one language. Can't just speak Chinese. Plus, change the name. High Life. Well, I don't know what it's called. I mean, I can't remember what it is. I just looked at it. That's number 2 factor for you, Huawei. Improve your AI assistant. If you ain't going to have, hey, Google. I don't want to say, hey, High Lives. Hey, Jovi. Hey, Yo-Yo. I don't know. So, the other Chinese companies don't have to worry about Vivo, Oppo, because they still have Google services. So, Huawei does it. So, and Huawei and Honor does it. So, you need to come up with a better AI assistant. That's number 2. Let's go to number 3. All right, so number 3 that Huawei needs to improve on their Huawei phone is their operating system. All right, if you're not going to use Google, now they do have Google on this, the basic framework. So they use Google basic framework in order to build on top of it, and they can do that because that's free from Google. They just don't have any Google services on it. But if you're going to go in the future, you can't rely on that all the time. You're going to have to build your own one. Huawei's been building their own called Harmony OS. All right, but so far, I've been in China, I haven't seen it on any of their phones. I've seen it on their TVs. They are using Harmony OS on their TV, but they're not using it on any of their smartphones. Now, they say that when the Huawei P40 comes out, Huawei's going to allow you, when you first open up the phone, to choose, do you want to go with Android or Harmony OS? No, you don't give people a choice. You make them go straight to Harmony OS if you want to build a reputation as a new operating system on smartphones. You don't give them a choice. They're always going to go to Android. They're always going to go to Android. They're not going to choose Harmony OS they don't know anything about, and they probably can't change back. Not going to do that. Wake up, Huawei. Not going to do it. All right? So you want to build your new OS operating system. Somebody else tried to do that. Oh, yeah, it was Samsung. Samsung tried to build their own operating system, too. I think it was called Tizen, something with a T. And did it work? No. Samsung's still using Android. So, that's number 3. You have to build up a quality operating system for your smartphone if you're no longer going to be using Google or Android in general. All right, Huawei. So, get to it, because next year, 2020 is rolling around. If you don't have no Google services, 1 year, like 1 quarter of bad profits, because you didn't sell your Mate 30 Pros or your Mate 30 series. Okay. But when your next year goes and the Mate 40, nobody in Europe wants it, nobody in Asia wants it, because who's going to spend $1,000 on a smartphone you can't use your basic stuff with, huh? All right. These were the 3 factors. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been using this phone for about a month here in China. Yes, I haven't been using too much of my Google, but it's still a fantastic phone. I love the display. I love the cameras. I love how great the charging is on either cable or wireless. It's so beautiful to watch a movie on it or using any of my other apps like Facebook. Now, I can't use all those. I can still use Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, because they don't use Google services. I can just use a VPN to access that. This is one of the most marvelous, fantastic, engineered smartphone for 2019, but nobody's ever going to use it. And that's a shame in the smartphone community. It's a shame. It's one of the best smartphones I've used this year, and nobody's going to use it. Now, once I'm done with this, am I going to keep using this? Probably not. Now that I'm finished with my reviews on the Huawei Mate 30 Pro, it's probably going to go in a box. I'm going to probably sell it to somebody in China, probably a Chinese person, and just get my money back. All right, well, this is the first episode of Knoles Talk. Let me know down in the comment if you want to see more videos like this. All right, I'm your host, JD Knows, and this was another episode of Knoles Cool Stuff and our very first episode of Knoles Talk. Until next time, my followers, be cool.